You're trying to be like your mother, overseeing things from afar, but you are not her.
I'm sorry about Mara. I'm sorry I'm not her.
You're a bad friend.
That's not what they need. My people turned our planet, all of Etheria, into a weapon.
Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Like fan art, redesigns, original art, then Demon Artie's the artist you're going to want to follow. Be sure to check her out over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. If you like what you see, also consider supporting Demon Artie over on Patreon. For only $3 a month, you get access to Patreon-only community, concept art, voting on new art, bonus sketches, and the all-important fan service. So definitely check her out over on Patreon, because supporting independent art and artists is important. Season 5 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Episode 8, Shot in the Dark. And again, the title again makes no sense because they had an idea of what was going on down on this planet. So it's not a shot in the dark. So a shot in the dark would be like, hey, there's some planet. Let's check it out for no particular reason. But they had information of why they would go there. Again, it's another terrible title. And overall, there's some interesting ideas here. There's some history here. I wish we would get to see it. It'd have been cool to see like a flashback of this ancient battle that took place or something. No, we get sprinkles of something cool, but then they just, let's worry how cute Catra is. And Bo's like, oh, you got cute ears, and oh, let's hug. Oh, is it supposed to be serious? Oh my goodness, it's supposed to be serious. People are supposedly dying or, being chipped and turned into zombies or slaves or whatever. And they're goofing. Let's talk about Catra's ears and her helmet. Maybe a couple of these jokes, because everyone's nervous on this planet. It's scary. I get that. But they're just like, oh, we're just having fun. And then when Catra calls out the stupidity, they're just like, that's the way it is. No, that doesn't excuse bad writing. Okay, well, whatever. Let's get into it because it's just wonderful. They are floating out in outer space because there's that blockade they kept talking about. Horde Prime has no way to scan. He just does everything visually. And somehow they know the correct distance to be away from his scanners or whatever. Or whatever. I don't know. There's no reason why he doesn't have non-stop patrols going all over this planet. But they're just kind of in one spot. It's really stupid. Then we have... the blockade's there, right? So, what are they going to do? They're not going to be stupid, right? They're not going to try to just rush the blockade, but that's kind of like their plan. That's what they're going to do. And then Catra's like, dummies, you can't do this. That you're going to get everyone killed. And there's a subtle little moment. Like, she starts to shake.
And if they do...
She's afraid to go back. She doesn't want to face Horde. This is what I'm getting from this because they don't actually say this. I'm assuming she's afraid to go back because, yeah, this guy, mind controlled her, did all these torments to her and everything, effed with her mind. So she's afraid to go back. So she doesn't want to get captured, not, because Adora and everyone else get captured. She doesn't want to go back. That's what I got from that. Again, those are the little things that they could have explored, but they don't. They're like, there's got to be something, They start doing the arguing where everyone's being bitchy. Like Adora's being extra bitchy for no reason because then Catra's like, oh, I beat you guys enough times, and oh yeah, you didn't really beat us, and it goes back and forth. This is a world-ending event. Everyone you love is going to be dead. Let's have a pissing contest? I don't know. Did you guys, again, the lesbians are having a little fight. It's so cute. Is that what it is? Is that what you guys came for? This is what you wanted? But they lament because Catra's right. You can't just be an idiot and just rush in there. And then he's got to have some type of weakness. And I kid you not, this episode has some of the worst writing of you come up with a story and okay, got to figure out a way for the good guys to beat the bad guys. So the bad guy got some weakness, but how do the good guys find out? That he just tells them.
Lord Prime's weakness. We do not discuss Critus.
What's Critus?
Critus does not exist, and if it did, we would not discuss it.
Oh, he doesn't have a weakness. And of course, he wouldn't say that unless he did, but he's trying to be nope, there's no planet, there's no place where he has his weakness. Oh my God, that's how they do it. No, this is, okay, and not only do I talk about I'm giving you solutions. I would have just had Katra having continual nightmares about, being under mind control. But since their minds are connected, she knows everything. And she's warning about what's his weakness. And she has like a dream, a vision about it. And then the name of a planet pops in her head. And she can't stop thinking about it. She goes to Entrapta. What does this mean to you? Is this the name of a star system? Is it the name of a planet? And then they look it up and then they find it. That's how I would have done it. Why have the not Hordak be a complete idiot? It's because men are idiots? Oh my goodness. It just blows my mind that that's how they solve this problem. So they know that there's this place now. They're going to go look for it. And it's, what do they say? It's like classified. They need administrative access. And of course, Adora has administrative access. And I don't even remember the name of the planet. It's something stupid. And they're never ever going to say it again. I'm never going to ever remember it. So they're going to go there. So there's going to be some, and this is where I'm thinking, there could be something, maybe it's a weapon. There may be like he lost the battle and there was some key item or something. But I had to remember, these writers don't know what they're doing. So I can't feel any anticipation, any buildup, because I know they're going to tell stupid, silly jokes. Everyone's going to act like an idiot. And oh my God, look, lesbians. Those are the things that are going to happen in every single episode. So we get the boring opener and then we get back to the planet and they're wearing their spacesuits. And they got one for Katra and she has cat ears. So they have to give her helmet has to have like ears. They're not in the right spot. Her ears aren't this shape. I guess she could kind of maybe force them up in there, but they should be lower on her head and more out to the side, not on top like how a real cat's ears would be because they didn't draw her correctly. But I do like the rest of her spacesuit. It actually looks nicer than everyone else's. Bo still has that ridiculous ab window. But they're walking around and the planet looks pretty busted up. I don't know if they're already underground or not, but it kind of looks like they're like in a cave entrance. And they're going to go in this place because they got to find whatever this weapon and how he lost. How do they know where to go? They just happen to land on the right spot. You know how big a planet is? People, you couldn't even find the right spot in a city, in a single area, let alone a whole flipping planet. But they just so happen to land on the right spot. And Entrapta gets down and she finds like an access point. Oh, and then she just grabs not Hordak and I'll just play the animation.
Maybe Ron Hordak can connect to it and tell us what happened here.
Does it have to look that bad? Couldn't she just have asked him and he walked over? No, she's like drag him around like he's nothing, like he's not a living thing. Whatever. Then they hook him up and then they're starting to like scan the archives. They find out that the planet has breathable air. Wouldn't the ship have a scanner at least of that nature? But they find out so they can take all their helmets off. Then they just kind of throw their helmets around like they don't even keep them. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the guys and gals and everyone out there. This is what I'm talking about. Bo's like looking at Katra and he's like, giving her like the sparkly eyes. And she's like, well, what's going on? He's like, oh, if my helmet was that cute, I wouldn't take it off. No, why are we talking like this right now at this time? I know they had to have these silly moments without Bo seeming like he's flirting with her. But no, he's totally just like, he's just one of the girls, right? So there's no hint of any type of romance at all. Whatever. See, because normally it would be like, wow, that helmet is pretty cute there, just like kind of talk to her, like a fucking man. But nope, he's got to be like just one of the girls. The ears on the helmet move.
Those ears.
It is not.
It's just, how's that possible? Then she's just like, oh, I don't care, I'm not cute, I'm Sundari. And then she throws her helmet and everyone starts laughing. And then that's fun because they're having fun on this mission. They find out that there's something in there. There's some type of life force. There's an energy scan. There's something in there. We have to go find this thing. And then Cat's like, wait a second, you guys are gonna just go in there. You don't know what this thing is. You're gonna just trust it and figure just do it with no real plan and rush in there. And they're like, yep, that's pretty much it. And I want they to say, yep, that the writers are that terrible. And of course they go along with it. So then this.
No, it's not.
Catra's first mission. Catra's first mission.
I'm flabbergasted. What is this? Do you people enjoy this? Do you not care how serious the situation is supposed to be? If you're going to write like this, don't have a serious situation where everyone's going to die or be killed or enslaved or whatever. So they're having super fun time. We get back to planet, back to Etheria, and then the dum-dums are back at the camp. Remember how it was Natasa, I guess Perfuma didn't get chipped. Stupid horse Swiftwind and Seahawk are searching the camp for something. I don't know what they're looking for, but it's all devastated. Out of the bushes comes the first they played up like it's gonna be something scary or like a bad guy or something. It's just Casta, and like, oh yeah, where's the rest of the wizards? Bring everybody. This is the end of everything. Why aren't all the sorcerers and sorcerers why aren't they here? This is so stupid. So it's just her. And remember how I talked about why doesn't Frosted just freeze everybody? And she does that right here. Checks her neck. She's not chipped, and okay, she's good to go. And they're like, oh, she's like, man, we gotta save Micah. We have to do something. But they're like, it's just us, and we gotta regroup. We gotta find the rest of the rebellion. I'm assuming there is no one else. It's just these 5 people. These 5 people are gonna take out a whole army. Oh god. But so they're like, no, we have to save Micah, and then Shadow Weaver just shows up. They don't check her if she's chipped or not. I'm pretty sure she isn't, but she could be. She's just like, oh, we can you can't go to Mysticorp. Because like, why don't we go there? Don't you have your magical shield? She's like, no, they have Micah now. Just like how I said, I'm like a genius. No, like Micah's a super powerful sorcerer. He's on the bad guy team now, and even that's basically what Shadow Weaver says. She's like, yeah, he can just dispel whatever magic you guys have there. Nowhere's safe. And they're like, well, what do we do then? I was like, how the fact that they just allow Shadow Weaver just to walk away. But she's like, oh, but we have to go save Micah. And of course, Cass is like, yeah, right. Everything you did to us, I don't trust you. Everything you did to my brother, you were, how you turned evil and everything. She doesn't trust her. She's like the only person with, a couple pennies in her head. But they look over at the group and they're all collecting the same color blanket. Make sure it's the same color, guys. What are they picking up? Do they need these things? But she's like, here, if you want to save your brother, you have to come with me. If you want to live, you have to come with me. So they just let Casta and Shadow Weaver just walk off somewhere. Because this is the time to split up, guys. Whatever. Get back to the planet, and first it's Catra's not feeling it. Like, she's like getting kind of weirded out and everything. And then they come to a wall, and it's like, hey, there's supposed to be a door here. There's no door. And Traptor's like, hey, right here on the map in the schematic I downloaded, there's a door there. We have the Hordak, not Hordak, is I guess this was a planet of one of Horde Prime's defeats. And he's like, that's not possible. Horde Prime's all powerful. He doesn't retreat. He doesn't lose. And he starts crying. If these things don't need to eat or drink or anything, why do they have tear ducts? Like, what's the point of that? So he's blubbering like an idiot. Wouldn't it have been better for him just to have like the choir, like he's like contemplating how Horde Prime could lose, and it's like upsetting him? But why did he have to be all blubbering with boogers and everything? Why did they have to make the men look so pathetic? Whatever. It's like, there's a door here. I don't know what to do. And anyone explain this to me? All the stands out there. Again, every time I ask these questions, no one can ever answer the questions. Catcher's like, oh, we need a door. I'll make a door. Wolverine's this door open.
Whatever. We need a door?
And look how thick this is. Her claws aren't that long. Her finger claws, and she's wearing gloves, and they don't pierce through the glove. Seriously, guys, come on, get out there. Tell me how this is even possible. So she just cut this whole solid steel or whatever it is. And they're like, whatever, we got to get going. Let's go in there. So they start going around. They start seeing all the floaty stuff. Like, I'm assuming this is like the energy of the planet or whatever. It's the Mako. It's the Mako energy. They're like walking around, and then Bo's going to investigate. And this is tip for all you writers out there. If something's stupid and one of the characters in the show says it's stupid, it doesn't make it not stupid. It makes it double stupid. Oh, he has a magnifying glass and an arrow, and he's like looking at this stuff. And I thought to myself, what the flying F? And then that's what Catcher says. You got an arrow with the magnifying glass in it? I can't believe we're losing to you guys. It doesn't make it any less stupid. Glimmer starts to feel a little off. It's like, this place is weird. I don't know if it's evil. It's just I don't feel comfortable here. But they keep moving forward. Oh, it's on the next level. They keep going up again with the cute stuff. I would prefer none of this, but they keep doing this. Catra's cute. She sneezes, and it's a normal sneeze. I don't think it was all that cute. And then Bo's like, oh my goodness, you got the cutest sneeze. And then like everyone's like, oh, I couldn't believe it when you were trying to kill us and you have this cute sneeze the whole time. God, kill everybody. Why can't a meteor just smash on this planet and kill everybody? But of course, Catra has to let everyone know she's tsundere. I'm not cute. And she tries to, like, I don't know, kind of push him away, and she falls into the wall, and then the wall starts to like glow and like pull her arm in. I'm like, oh my god, this wall's trying to kill her. They pull her out, and then like they set off a Goonies booby trap, and all these spikes start coming out everywhere. I'm like, oh geez, that's a little dangerous. They get away from it, get back to Shadow Weaver, and this is probably the most kind of intriguing part of the episode. They're walking, and Shadow Weaver's taking her somewhere, but they do these, like her cape keeps getting caught like on thorns and stuff. They keep doing it. Do the gag once. Again, like I said, I'd rather it not happen at all. But if we're gonna do it once. But then she does like the wavy arm thing, like like a Looney Tunes cartoon, and then she does the, but it shows a little poof come out of her mouth. Again, very anime-ish. Well, what's next? The sweat drops and the big heads and the bucket of water hits you on the head. Well, is that the next thing that's going to happen? Don't do that. If your show hasn't established that it's going to do those silly kind of things, don't just bring it in episode freaking 50 whatever. You know what? Forget this. You're not telling me where we're going. What are we doing? Why aren't they walking and talking? Why isn't she explaining the plan as they're walking? Why are they walking in silence? But I guess they've been walking. They haven't been saying it this whole entire time. And then she's like, you need to keep up. And she's like, you know what? Screw you. You just want whatever we're doing, this power or whatever we're going after, you just want it for yourself because that's what you always do. And you manipulate people and you mind control. And she's like, mind control? I never did any of that. She was just a regular manipulator. She didn't have any like mind controlling powers, which was something that was in the original show that she could do. But in this one, it's more just like her being a manipulative mother. If you really want to save your brother, we really got to do this. And I want to do that. I want to save him too. But of course, Cass is still very standoffish because Shadow Weaver is a liar. And I think a little part of Shadow Weaver is trying to help because this is the end of the world, but she's still a bad guy. And I still think she's going to turn and try to do something to make herself more powerful. Get back to planet whatever. It's like Kaltor? Something stupid. I can't remember. And they end up like in a very similar place as they were before. They're trying to like entrap there. Where do we go next? It still all looks like garbage. It kind of reminded me of the crashed ships in Alien. You know, not as cool with like the designs, but the just the atmosphere. And then she's like, oh, you got to go to the door on the left. They're like, there is no door on the left, but they look and there's a big hallway. So I'm like, okay, this is either a living ship and it can transform itself or something like that because with the wall was trying to grab her and everything. So they're walking and we can see the hallway keeps getting stretched out. And I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, definitely there's some type of manipulation going on. Then Entrapped is like, hey, you know, we found some more information about what happened here. Apparently this was the first ones were here, and then Horde Prime showed up, and then they had a battle over this planet because they wanted the magic. Because the first ones weren't good guys either. Just trying to make what they did with the Heart of Etheria, they were probably trying to do it on this planet too. Or just take its magic, drain all of its magical energy. So this was a place of his defeat. And like, okay, and that's great and all, but we're in this room. Where are we going? Where to go to next? And Entrapped is like, what are you talking about? I didn't tell you to go there. She's like, what do you mean? You said the door on the left. It's like, no, I haven't talked to you guys since you guys barely got in there. So this planet can also manipulate what you see and hear. I can see how that could defeat Horde Prime, but wouldn't he just go in outer space and just like devastate this planet to nothingness and like seriously just like absolutely bombarded to where there's no way it can sustain life anymore? But what we don't get to see any of that. That would have a flashback of the battle would have been so cool. But like, what the hell? Because Catch is starting to get scared because she's been scared this whole time and she just hasn't said anything. And she's like, what do you mean? Trapped there, what the hell are you talking about? She's like, oh, and Trapped's like, so who's your guys' new friend? They're like, what are you talking about? It's just us. Oh no, there's a heat signature there. But if this thing's all magical, how could it have a heat signature? Whatever. But it's right there. And get ready, I'm going to play the clip and you're going to be the most amazing character design of all time. I mean, whoever came up with this, they should be working for, major movie studios. They come up with so great character designs. Did they even try? I drew a shadow. This garbage. I know it's supposed to be like this like it can like morph and stuff. But my God, this thing is so poorly designed. And they all scream and Catra just attacks it. And then it pulls her away somewhere. So this thing can teleport too. And it's just outside the door. So it didn't go very far. And this is that cat thing we saw in the trailer. It's an okay design, but it doesn't look like they finished designing it. It has very little details. Some of the angles later on, this thing looks horrific. Catra's like all super scared. I don't buy that. I don't buy that Catcher would be petrified here. I think she would at least get up and be like, okay, come on, let's do this. And like get her claws out and like fight this thing. No, she's like scared, like a deer in the headlights. I call him BS on that. Catcher would have, I don't think, no way, she would have fought. They start to run, but boom, all those spikes come out again. And like, oh crap, we gotta stop. Then Glimmer tries to move, and the Glimmer, don't move. These things they react to our movements. She's like, no, I feel something. And she touches it and it just dissipates. It's like, oh, it's just an illusion. And if it's an illusion, there's magic. And if there's magic, I got my magic. And then she's able to like cast, do the sigil circle thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, all this floaty energy is like the energy of the planet. It's the magic energy. Okay, that's decent. Then now she can teleport now and do her magic spells, which is super awesome. Now Glimmer can do something. This thing starts to circle around Catra, and it's not attacking. It's just like walking around her and like getting all up in her face. And it doesn't have it. Look at this picture. Now in your mind, imagine what something like this would sound like. I'm going to play the clip. Is it just me, or did that not sound intimidating in any way? It almost sounds mechanical, but it's like trying to, I don't know, elicit a reaction out of her. It responds to emotions. So it goes into its blue mode, which I'm assuming is its neutral, because it heard Catra sneeze and then it sneezes. Because sneezing is cute. Glimmer gets them all outside, even though she teleported to a place she didn't know where she was going or how far, and they could have teleported into a rock face or something, but whatever. They get down there, and then they see Catra petting this thing, and then... Well, yes, you can see that she's petting this thing. You can see that she's trying to, like, be gentle with it. And the door's like, I'm a dummy. Are you petting it? No effing, what? Can't you see with your eyeballs, you stupid idiot? It's funny because Catra's having the same reactions that I am. There's Bo, it's so cute. Catra doesn't like being cute because she's tsundere, and she's like, don't call me cute, and gets mad at him. So this thing gets mad, and they're like, oh my god, it's gonna attack us. But this is nice, I guess, but it shouldn't be in this such a serious situation. Everyone shut the hell up. I'm trying to, like, this thing, I think it reacts to our emotions, and I am trying to stay calm. Please don't say or do anything that's going to piss me off, and don't give me a hard time about it. I'm working on it. I'm trying my best. And then instead of like Adora giving you that reassuring smile, being like, oh wow, Catra, you're doing good. You're working through your anger and stuff. She gets to all the sparkly eyes like, oh my god, just let it be subtle. Let it be soft. Let the audience see this grow. No, it's just like, oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. No, stop that crap. I hate it. She gets back to it and starts to like does the whole How to Train Your Dragon thing, stick your arm out. It's almost beat for beat, scene for scene, exactly like that opening scene with Hiccup and Toothless. And they start to rub the head, and then it glows, and hooray, it's like it's Buddy now. It gets tiny. It like gets like actual cat sized, and the door walks up and she's like, oh, you're magical. This part's funny. I'm gonna just play the clip.
You're magic, aren't you? Me too.
And I laughed. Did she do that? Look into my eyes. What the hell is this? Why couldn't you just sense like the She-Ra in her? I don't know. Why couldn't her whole body glow? Just her eyes glowing is kind of silly. So it like recognizes her, but wouldn't it recognize the magic of the first ones where the people that were trying to drain their magic too? Wouldn't it see it as an enemy? But whatever. She gets the licky face because licky face is major. It's cute. So it's being super friendly with everyone, and it starts talking, but it sounds like just like noises. But then Catra's like, you guys can hear this thing talk, right? And they're like, nope. It imprinted on her, but that's not how that works. But I guess Catra can talk to this thing. I don't know if it's because it's a cat and they're both cat creatures. It lays down what happened. The first ones came, started like drilling for magic, and then Horde Prime showed up, and it even turns into like a Horde Prime, let them know that this is the guy that showed up. And even in this like fake hologram, look of him, because it physically looks like him, but not by color or anything. Look at Catra's face. She is terrified of this guy, and it's just because all the mental psychic abuse and just in her brain and stuff. So she's afraid to even, she don't think she's ever going to want to see this guy again, but they're going to freaking have to. And then Horde Prime showed up. He beat the first ones. They ran away, but he was unable to win against the magic. He couldn't understand it. He couldn't manipulate it. and he couldn't defeat it. So I guess so. Magic's his weakness. What is he, Superman? What the hell's it? And this cat has a name. Meatlog? Meatlog? Meatwad? It's got a stupid name. And they're like, oh, okay, let's be super fun because Meatlog's awesome. We get everyone's friends again, and then they're like, okay, Entrapta, we're coming back. We got, basically got a new friend with them. This is another thing I would have changed. Entrapta's like, yay, okay, great, that's wonderful. And not Hordak got over his worshipping of Horde Prime. He lied to us, and he's not all powerful. You must overthrow him. And then he gets something quieter, softer, more real. It should have been. He should have came to the conclusion where he should have had like time where he was just like, I don't know, like in meditation mode where he's not saying anything, and he stands up real quick, looks over and Entrapta. If Horde Prime lied to us about this, what else is he lying about? I cannot allow my brothers to serve serve a man who's willing to lie to us, and he says that we're his beloved brothers, but he lied to our faces. I can't stand by and let that happen. I must free my brothers of this. That isn't it better? I'm just coming up with this on the fly. I write it a little bit better, but it's just that basic. No, he's all loud and stupid about it. Softer, more real. My goodness. And look at this angle on its face. Mealog. Oh, it looks awful. Then we get back to Casta and Shadow Weaver. Somebody wants Princess Mononoke. Look at these boars. They're the boars from Princess Mononoke. There's no way. There's no worry about it. It's a ripoff. Shadow Weaver's like, you know what? The first ones didn't know what they were doing. We have powerful magic here, and when they were drawing off it, they kind of sealed it. We can unseal this magic and make ourselves stronger, and then we can use it against Horde Prime. We can both do this, and then this is the manipulation. This is where, and she gets uncomfortably close to her, like from behind. It's like, what is this? The Last of Us Part 2? Ah! No. God, that's so gross. Don't look up the cutscenes of that game. It's freaking disgusting. She's like, oh, we can take this magic and we can become stronger and we can save your brother. She's manipulating her. And I like how Kat's like, no, I know you're going to steal this magic for yourself. You don't care about Micah. And then she's like, I do. I owe it to him to save him. Let's do this together and promise me if I try to take the magic for myself, stop me. I'm like, well, I want to believe her, but I can't. I know there's something up. She's going to betray because that's what she does. They get back to the ship and they are already in the blockade still there. Catra has this idea. How did she come up with this idea? How did they know this is going to work? It makes no sense. This is where I would have had some foreshadowing. I would have made it to where on the planet they had like a tracking thing. Make it more like Alien, right? Just have like the tracker, the boop 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 boop. And this thing can cloak itself and then block itself from technology. And like, whoa, how did it do that? Maybe we can use this to our advantage and then use that to cloak the ship. They don't know that it can do any of these things. They just, hey, Mealog, cloak the ship. And it does, and it works. How did they know? How would they know? Or Entrapta would be like, oh, wow, this creature has the ability to block all my advanced scanners. Like, how is this even possible? And then everyone comes to the conclusion, whoa, I wonder if we can use that on the ship. Something, anything, somebody write this. But they get past the blockade. Yeah, they just go real fast and they scream like idiots and they get to the planet. And they're holding hands. Lesbians. Hooray, they did it. And Glimmer kisses her? Why? I can understand a hug. A full like kiss on the face. Like, it's just weird. Then the big group hug, and I don't like group hugs, I'm tsundere. And it's just beautiful, and everyone loves it because, she gets to see her lesbian girlfriend. We're home, and that's the end of the episode. Disappointing. Just little things. Drop all the damn jokes and the silliness. You can have one Catcher's cute scene, but just too many times. The sneezing, the helmet, her not wanting to be part of the team, all that just needs to not happen. A little more explanation about the battle. Why can't there's a computer here. Oh, there's some files here. Maybe I can open them, and there's like a hologram projection. And we see this battle of the first ones and Horde Prime. We see the magic being used against them, and that's how they figure it out. Why not give us something cool? I know why, because they're cheap and they ain't got no damn money. You don't deserve a stupid movie. Whatever. I'm not, 13 episodes? I'm almost freaking done. I'm going to try to do another episode this week, but I just have it's not in me I can't sit through these damn things, but man, almost done. Thank God I'm almost done. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.